Hey guys, Starlight Sparkle here, or Gigi Starlight Sparkle. So, out and about today, so we're at the bus station right now over here in Las Vegas off Bonnet Hill Center, heading over to First Friday. It's an amazing event here in Las Vegas. So every first Friday of the month, there's a nice little arts and crafts carnival downtown. So if you're ever in Las Vegas, come on downtown and check that out. So I'm gonna head on down there, and then I'll find a nice new location. We'll go over more details of my journey and my story. A little more details this time as opposed to last time. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys in a moment. Next time you see me, we'll be downtown. Bye! Hey, so here we are back again. We are here at the Arts District. So they have a whole bunch of different art galleries, and here, this is a small section, actually, it's the full section. This is one little small little part. So, oh yeah, so we got more over here, so the art square. So the square is all down this way. There's a lot more down over here. So yeah, so back on track, a little bit about myself and my story. So like I said last time, around November last year of 2021, so not even last 2 years ago, right? 2021, I started, like most people go transitioning before they even get to change or get any medications or anything like that. You know, they're cross-dressing. So, you know, I tried on a wig, tried on a dress, and it felt extremely comfortable and natural. And then I actually started going, you know, put on makeup, going to clubs, going to parties like that, and then so again, like, felt really natural, felt like me. Everyone was so happy for me to find who I was. They're like, oh my gosh, this is so much better for you. This is definitely who you are. So I had a lot of support in my community and my friends. Ooh, so little tidbit, a little break here, so there's more of the, so it's like a little bit more here at downtown Las Vegas. So the main street near Arts Square. So again, lots of people and their own little things, t-shirts, necklaces, definitely loads of awesome art, beautiful, beautiful art. I have a couple of friends who have booths out here as well. Maybe we'll run into them and we'll do a little showcase on their booths. But yeah, so, you know, so I started out, you know, typical cross-dressing. Trying to get a feel, see if they're truly who I was. So of course I started off as non-binary. I didn't want to choose a specific binary as a male or a female. So I just wanted to be like, hey, just very androgynous and right in the middle, feeling comfortable with who I am. Which then eventually when, hey, so more friends, right? Ooh, 18 Bin, a great out in Vegas. Come over to 18 Bin. This place is freaking awesome. They have concerts, they have comedy shows, they have live bands, fun little events every day. Here on is the Artifice. So we're starting a brand new, my friend Chris Toxin has his own new show coming up over here called Hazard. So it's gonna be a rave fashion show. Present their art, do a little fashion show, and have a little rave here. And of course, live bands, loud music going on. We got the monster trucks out here too, so yeah. So again, you know, the whole purpose is visibility and presentation and being out in awareness. I'll find somewhere quiet again and continue on. But yeah, so starting off a little bit non-binary. Still don't want to be very binary. Still like to keep it very general, but I do prefer presenting as female. And yes, I have finally been able to start hormones. I'm taking estrogen pills now, moving forward with my journey. But sticking on the non-binary side, I just like to be more androgynous. So we're going to be very androgynous. Lots of religions already have androgynous in their culture. This is nothing new. They, them is not new. We'll go in more details on that on the next video. So guys, love you. Starlight Sparkle, sparking out. Catch you guys in a couple more minutes. We'll do another short video. All right, bye. All right, so a little more quiet place here. So we're back here, still around the awesome arts district with the little exhibits. So do a little shopping around for a little bit. But here I am back with you guys. So last year rolled around. So after spent some time with some friends on Christmas and holidays, I got involved with something called the Imperial Court System. It's a national organization, actually considered international because it does include Canada and Mexico. But it's a charity organization that helps raise money for local communities. And so here in Las Vegas, we're raising money for a few communities out here. But in February of last year, of 2022, I was asked to perform for one of these charity events. So you get to dance and dress in drag and perform. So I wanted to get back on stage since the divorce, because that's something that I used to do when I lived in California. I used to be an actor and actress, just an actor. I used to teach dance and choreography, and I had my own, I worked at a studio, and I also taught aerobics. So it's all these little things I used to do that I couldn't do anymore because their family said that that's not a way to make a living, so you gotta do something else. So of course, along the lines of things of how I changed my life, doing other things that didn't fit who I was. So of course, going back into fitting in with myself and being who I am, I did do, so that opportunity came up to be able to dance and perform again and create stuff. So it was a lot of fun. So I ended up participating in this pageant in the non-binary category, which really had me questioning, what is the non-binary category? What is this? What is androgynous? What is the looks? How does that work? I was thinking standard drag. I went out and found some bras to wear and some cute outfits, and I was like, wait a second. Androgynous doesn't necessarily mean bras or not having a crotch, so you don't necessarily have to tape up your crotch or anything like that to hide anything. Androgynous is in between. It's both. It could be anything. So the freedom that I found to be able to create and be artistic and be myself was so awesome in this aspect, and it allowed me to grow and learn more about myself and who I am. So with that, I started doing more of androgynous shows and performing. Again, I did end up winning the Zine of Hearts. So it's a non-binary in-between category. So the king, queen, and then I was a zine. So my step down is coming around this year now. No longer be the Zine of Hearts, but it doesn't mean that I cannot support the community in the trans community and the non-binary. And that was the big step for them, because drag in general is supporting the LGBTQ community, but mostly in the gay aspect, lesbian aspect, the bi aspect. That's not really fully supportive of the trans community. So this year their goal was to support the trans community more by adding this androgynous portion into the course, so you didn't have to necessarily be a boy or a girl while you were performing. It's helping it be more inclusive. But on the other side of that, our line for the hearts is 100% transgender. So we have our king, who is, a trans man, our queen, who is a trans woman, and then the zine, myself, who is, gender fluid, non-binary, but definitely going through hormones to be more effeminate, more feminine, to fit my mental state along with the visual look and aspect, to fit more of who I am. But it's just so amazing that the entire Hearts line is all transgender, and so with that, we are able to support more of the trans community and be more of a presence of the trans community in the gay community itself, because again, it's part of the lettering, but it's not necessarily supported. There's still a stigma of where the trans aren't fully supported by the gay lesbian community. So it's really nice to be included in that and having that come together more so. And this year has been a great change for all that. Last year, 2022, was a huge change. There was a huge support in the trans and the gay, lesbian community and the queer community. All of it was just all coming together so well now. And so like we're growing now, we're doing more stuff together, and so much has been happening moving forward. And for myself, I got more involved with the Trans Pride Center here in Las Vegas. And so they just had their pageant for the Trans Pride. They started their own pageant. So they had, their own Miss and Mr. and the MX mix. So they asked me to compete as, a non-binary mix category. So I came out and competed for that, and I won. So I am the 2022's Mix Trans Pride of Las Vegas. So that's been a great, huge honor to be able to support them in that way, especially since all this is so new to me. Everything is just so new. I don't know what I'm doing, what's going on, but I'm here just to ultimately, like, the whole purpose is to be visual and present, letting people aware that there are more than one gender, and it's okay. It's nothing scary, freaky, weird out there, obscene. It's not perverted, it's not perverse. We're just living our lives and being real people, and I just like to be more visual and present than most. Because I've grown up with so much BS in my life. Growing up in the Inland Empire, being a Puerto Rican, I did not fit in with the black community. I did not fit in with the white community. I did not fit in with the Latino Mexican community. I was the only one of 2 other Puerto Ricans in the city that I grew up in. And the other one fit in more so with the black crowd. He had darker skin and was just more thug than I was. I was comfortable, wearing the baggy clothes and stuff and playing basketball, where I was not comfortable, being pretty thuggish or anything like that. So I didn't fit in with everybody. So standing out and being myself and being different and not caring what other people think, it has come natural to me. I was already looked at as being gay and effeminate and different, and I hung out with the girls more frequently. We played dolls, we played dress up, we played with makeup, and then with the boys, I'd go and play basketball and football. That's kind of all I really did with the boys. A lot of basketball playing, but again, like, I didn't fit in with any of the cultures, because I was a very unique culture in myself. And then my mom didn't want me to be a part of our own culture very much either, shunning the fact, saying like I shouldn't be speaking Spanish, I need to learn English, because if you want to get anywhere in life, you got to speak English, and you shouldn't be speaking Spanish. So like, I was already in a weird place growing up, because again, like in my age growing up, Spanish was a huge big deal. You needed to be bilingual to get around and get in around the world, and now, like, most jobs are looking for bilinguals, and I have none of that. And which would also be great and helpful in my advocacy and help for the trans community and trans pride and non-binary and the they/them communities. But whatever, I speak English, everyone can understand me, it's all good. But again, like, I didn't fit in, so I don't care now either. So I've gone 100% full-time female with my work and my life. Still being gender fluid and gender queer. It is hard though for me to be in that male aspect or male looking role, so I do prefer the in-between androgynous, which is why I love the non-binary segment, just so I can still be me, dressed nice and pretty, looking pretty, but it's androgynous, so it's not male or female, it's they them. But I do, since since around the 1 year mark, September of 2022, August of 2022, I went 100% wearing female clothes and presenting as female, just to see how that make me feel, as opposed to dressing up like a male. So I did 100% for 1 week, tried it out for a week, and then I went to dress up as a male to go out and go shopping and do my normal everyday things. And I couldn't even step outside. I felt so uncomfortable. I tried not shaving. I tried like wearing regular clothes. I only have like 2 or 3 outfits left that are just regular men's clothes, and I was like, all right, let's try this out. And I felt so out of body, out of place, uncomfortable. I'm like, why am I going backwards? This isn't who I am. I can't do this. So like since then, since August, I've been presenting as female or androgynous ever since. Like I haven't worn men's clothes or in what's thought of men's clothes, or more hetero straight men's clothing since then. I still have, of course, masculine clothes. I do still wear masculine clothes. It's just it doesn't fit my personality, and it doesn't fit who I am, and it does not fit me. So now we're rolling around towards the end of the year. Lots of things going on. I was working with the communities, and again, being more present and visible, having fun doing my shows. I was able to start my own show at a hetero straight bar. So it's the first drag show in this bar here in Las Vegas, and it was all mine and all me. I got presented it. A friend came up to me, said, hey, I work at this bar, I would love to have a show here. And I was like, awesome, let's do it. So I worked, put things together, talked to a bunch of drag queens, and said, hey, let's come on out, let's be present here, let's bring in the noise, and they loved us up there. It was right after Latino night on a Friday night, and they loved every aspect of it. The queens dancing and having a good time, bringing the vibe up in the bar, bringing in more people into the bar. It was all great fun times. And then now we're rolling into the new year, and finally on December 30th, I wanted to start in November, around the 1-year anniversary of me starting my transition, but it just didn't work out. Like, it is still extremely hard to get medical help and assistance out here, even in Las Vegas. Everyone was telling me, the Planned Parenthood, going to Huntridge. I went to both those places. Planned Parenthood had a long wait time. Huntridge wasn't accepting anybody new. So then I went online looking for, just forget it. I was like, all right, I have insurance. Let me lose my insurance and find doctors that are out here looking, who accept, trans people and are here for support. So I found one, set up the appointment online. It was super simple, fast and easy. I was super excited. I get to my appointment and they don't have me on the record. I'm like, how's that possible? You just sent me a text this morning saying like, confirm you're coming in. I'm like, yeah. So like, and they're saying that was a different system, which makes no sense that they would have 2 systems operating their appointment setups, but they did apparently. So that one did not go through very well. So then I made an appointment with them, gave them my insurance information again, gave them all the details again. They were nice enough, they had an appointment 2 days later, so I was like, awesome, thank you so much. So I set up the appointment for the 2 days later, and the 2 days comes around, they give me a call that morning, and then all of a sudden say they don't accept my insurance. So that was another pitfall, but then just still persevering. I was able to get through some things and using my insurance and set up an appointment with my PCP, taking the longer route because especially out here in Las Vegas, it's generally 3 to 6 months to see your PCP. But you get your PCP, then you go through and then you get a recommendation to go see another doctor, and you get that recommendation with the other doctor. But finally, long story short, I have my pills. I'm on estrogen, started on December 30th. So it's super awesome. I did not think it would make me feel this way. Like, I'm already a very emotional person and empathetic, so that wasn't a big change. The big change was, for some reason, it's making me a little more hornier than normal. which I thought was weird because a lot of people in text and everything says it makes you less horny. So I don't know, like, again, I am female, so the estrogen's just hitting me differently than it would a male. right. So yeah, I am so more turned on. So it's like every little thing, it's really difficult right now. But on the plus side, so far it's only been like a week on, then off for like 2-3 weeks, and a week on of the horny. It's not all the time, it's not every day, it's not every week. So whew. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining me on the journey. Happy New Year. Happy Epiphany, which was yesterday when this video posts. And don't forget, we're out here first Friday here in Las Vegas, downtown Arts District. So if you're ever in Vegas or in town, you should check us out every first Friday of every month. And once again, this is Gigi Starlight Sparkle, sparking out. Hey guys, so I am normally a healthy food freak of nature. Like, I like eating healthily, lots of salads, lots of greens, lots of keto style foods, coconut cakes. Love coconut cake. But there are a few kryptonites out there for me, like nerds. Can't resist nerds. Pizza and tacos. Like, I did really bad. I already ate most of the tacos. I didn't get to show them off before I started eating them. But this place was pretty good. I'll have a photo of the booth in the videos. And so yeah, I just had to point that out, that healthy, skinny, sexy, but still a foodie. So if ever I'm out, especially when I go out of town, I'll eat whatever the hell I want. Like, I'll try everything and anything, especially beer. Like, I'm not a beer drinker, I don't like beer, but when I go out of town, like, I like to try the different breweries in the different towns, the microbrews, because like, I like the robustness of the flavors. Otherwise, I really don't like beer at all. I'm not a beer person, cannot stand it, do not like it, not my thing. But I do enjoy, you know, having a good time and talking to people about their breweries. So it's fun, it's a conversation piece. So yeah. So with this little tidbit of myself and insight, I'll move on to the next topic.